Hello everybody, and I know it's been quite a while since my last video. This isn't the kind of thing that I normally do, but just for the sake of variety, I thought it'd be pretty fun if I just played a little bit of Guilty Gear on the channel. Now, of course, it's not as if I am a particularly talented Guilty Gear player by any means, really. But I thought I'd just go through a few tower matches, have a little bit of commentary, and then also perhaps do a few longer sets in the park. Regardless of whether or not you're interested, I hope that you'll be in some way able to enjoy this series. I'm just going to be showing about 3 matches from the tower, or 3 sets I should say, and then go from there. I'll be cutting out all of the in-betweens just so that it's not too boring, so it'll just cut to the start of the next match at the end of one. Alright, first match of the day, against a Amelia player by the looks of it. I don't know exactly how well I'm going to do, but I'll try my best. So we're starting off, round start. I think I'll just crouch down. Okay, the backdash. Mashing. Taking some early damage. Gonna get put up in the mix. Okay, so we got hit with the dust attack there. Now, typically speaking, people aren't really going to try to fade out first at the lower ranks. There's actually a weird side switch. Not exactly sure what the gameplay is. Now, one thing you'll definitely notice about me is I tend to use a lot of invincible reversals, which, yeah, perhaps not the best idea on my part, but especially when you're at a low rank like I am, it tends to work a lot more than perhaps. Okay, I don't even know what I was doing. Okay, let's get a bit greedy there. Burst out, just gonna go for the air. Now you're in the mix. I probably could have ended that off with overdrive for more safety. There we go. That was actually a total misinput on my part, but ended off the match well. Definitely going to see if this guy gives me a run back.
Duel 1.
So, he doesn't tend to do anything too aggressive. Oh, well, thanks for that. First. That's okay. So, doing that move is actually -10 on block. Can't say I'd recommend using it all too much. But you'll see a lot of time I tend to miss it a bit. That was a really good one, actually. So as Ramlethal, you got 2 different options when they're in the corner. You can throw one sword or both sword. And they both have their advantages and disadvantages, but one thing I really like to do is this character is fading out air dashes, because they are a mega puncher. Okay, he's gonna burst out of that. I don't have a meter, so I can't get an optimal punish from that. Just blocks. Dude, what is it with this guy? Just blocks. Oh, that kills. Okay. Real talk though, I tend to not use a lot of meter, which is something I definitely need to work on. Now, of course, doing commentary doesn't necessarily help with the whole game plan thing. Okay. The best part about playing Ramlethal is getting right into the shots. Now, using overdrive in the corner is definitely preferable, just because it gets you. Get the hard knockdown, and you're gonna get basically all the meter back. Just gonna make her come back. There we go.
Slash.
Jumping slash. Now, dependency on jumping slash and slash is a bit of a problem for low-level Ramlethal players like myself. Learning how to use 5K and 2K effectively in neutral is one of those hurdles that a lot of you are going to have to overcome. Because, here's the thing, right? There are a ton of situations where 5K is better. It's quicker, has more advantage. Okay, I gotta actually start paying attention. One thing you definitely gotta learn is that specifically, don't use 5S in situations where you're at a distance. One thing you'll notice that I do a whole lot is use 5S at a close distance. Not close enough for close slash, but still too close for it to actually be effective. I'll get back to this in the next match. Alright, so as I was saying, 5K as Ramlethal is super good. And I feel that just because 5S and JS are so good, they kind of overshadow the fact that 5K and Jump K are ridiculously good. Okay, so this is Axel. I hate fighting. So, when you're fighting Axel, knowing exactly how to get in is possibly the single most important part, because you actually do have a good number of ways of getting in against him. Because once you actually are in, that was suboptimal, by the way. Ooh, he's going for it. Okay, so while commentating, it has been hard to show this off effectively. Also, that wasn't exactly the best move on his part. That wasn't a safe jump at all. But air blocking against Axel is a fairly effective way to get in at a low level. I don't exactly know how the high-level Axel players play. Not sure exactly what this guy was going for there. Tried to go for a shimmy. Now, that command grab actually changes speed depending on the distance you go away. Also, what you saw me do there is a really good a staple of Ramlethal gameplay. When they're in the corner, you have the option of either throwing one sword or two. Now, throwing one sword and they block it allows them to jump. If you throw both swords, you'll catch that. But if they don't, they'll have blocked it and be an advantage. So what you want to do is mix up throwing one sword or two, because the options you get after each are different. Now, that guy unfortunately did not give me the run back because his assigned floor got updated. So since that was such a short match, I'll just see you in the next one. Alright! This will probably be the last set of the video. Fighting Mei, the queen of Totsugeki. Honestly, whenever you fight Mei, I just like the 6B at the start of the round. Didn't actually do what I was expecting at all. Okay, that was kind of crazy. Now, Mei is a pretty troublesome matchup for everybody in this game. Except for Ramlethal. Oh, that was not good. Shimmy. Not exactly sure what the game plan was there. Oh, that could have been really bad. Okay, that was a little bit of a risky round. Now, is this guy actually gonna tried to go for a bit of a high-low mix-up first? One thing about lower level players is that the second that they're at disadvantage, as in you RC or you get to the corner, that's when they tend to use their burst. They don't tend to have a lot of self-control in that regard. Now, much to their credit, I don't have much self-control in that regard either. There we go. Back to my points earlier about Ramlethal's corner rating. Oh man. You can pretty much see what I did there.
Move on to the next floor.
What you're trying to do basically is just condition them to block. If they jump and you throw both swords, they get punished super hard for it. And I'll probably do one more actually because that was such a short game. Also, it may have looked like I was doing really good there, but that's only because I was on the 4th floor. When I actually go up against the 9th floor players, that's when I tend to get absolutely wrecked. Now, perhaps I can show off a few more of the
We've got a newcomer.
Ramlethal techniques. And here to end it off with the mirror match. So, Ramlethal mirror matches are something, I'll tell you that much. Also, this guy's floor 8. Heading up to floor 9. Because,
Duel 1.
more so than a lot of other characters, your initial game plan, you kind of have to modify just because the threat of that stuff. Shimmy. So one thing to note is that I definitely could have used my... That's actually super awesome. Shimmy. Oh, he went for an attack. You'll see is that up at the 9th floor, I tend to absolutely finesse. Air throw. There you go, shimmy. If you ever notice that somebody... Okay, that was just bad. Okay, I'm in match. And I was mashing it. One thing you'll immediately notice is that I suck at spear. Gotta conjure a bit. Something that I haven't really been showing off effectively is the fact that when you get a counter hit S in the air, you actually get your air slash out of it. The quarter circle back slash. Or I guess 2-3-4. 2-1-4. That was a terrible match. I'm definitely giving him the run back. I was playing rather suboptimally here. Gonna take a safe block. Okay, he's gonna jump. So after you block one of Ram's swords in the corner, it's your turn. Alright. See, he was at disadvantage, he pretty much instantly did burst. Ooh. Okay, I actually managed to block that. And again, the shimmy. There we go, the reversal. Now that wasn't perhaps the best idea in that situation. I don't exactly have a good read on this guy. 5k slap. Okay. What I really got to learn in this matchup more so than anything is just use 5k. It's gonna be. Now you see what I was saying when I said I was gonna get absolutely destroyed by 9th floor players. 9th floor players did the invincible reversal. I should have been more cautious when it comes to that. Okay. Space it out. Surely some riveting gameplay. That was a misinput. That was not a misinput, it was just really bad. See, since you block the sword, you get a turn. And you can either throw it as a fast attack. Still block somewhere. I had meter, it just didn't come out. That was sick.
Slap.
As I was saying, invincible reversal. One last match for all the marbles. Let's hope I can do a little bit better here. My game plan definitely needs some work, especially when it comes to the mirror match. But I feel that, especially when you're playing as Ramlethal, you gotta take things a little slower.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Block, aggressive, quick combo, shit. Okay, I honestly should have seen that coming. He's done that like every single time. Oh. So, if you don't have any meter and they get wall splatted like that, your best option is actually just going to be to 2-1-4 HS. That's the big move where you crash both the swords down.
Let's rock.
Nope. Hit. I could have actually converted that. I'm a little ashamed that I didn't. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that throwing your sword is a button. What was that option? Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that's the best tick throw that Ramlethal has. Ooh, okay, that was really bad on my end. Am I dead? I'm not dead. It's the reversal.
Slap.
Now don't follow by my example. Using invincible reversals in literally every situation gets predictable and the opponent gets a huge punish. But if you feel like the opponent is playing a little crazy, don't be afraid to throw it out if you need it. But I feel that that was a fairly good set of matches. That's going to be all for today. Tell me if you want to see more Guilty Gear. Not the best player, but I hope that I can, in some way, shape, or form, be entertaining and maybe teach you a few things if you are struggling. But that's all for today, so I'll probably see you all next time.